Are you a coach, creative, or healer looking to overcome mindset and money blocks so that you can confidently show up in your business? Join the Soulful Entrepreneur Mentorship and learn the exact steps to see your business grow week after week. This 12-week journey of empowerment and abundance starts in June. And right now, we have an early bird special. It's time to take your passion and make it into your dream career. Join the Soulful Entrepreneur Mentorship today. Hello and welcome back to Breathe More. I have another very special guest with us today. Irma is a longtime client where she has retreated with me and with her daughter. She has been part of my Dream Bigger mastermind. And then last year, she was one of the first people to say yes to my Soulful Entrepreneur mentorship. And the reason why I wanted to have her share her story with all of you is because it's so inspiring and it's actually a little bit unusual, where she didn't even think of herself as a soulful entrepreneur. She had joined my Dream Bigger mastermind because last year she was going through a really big life transition where she moved cross country. Her family stayed behind. She was also transitioning in her job that she had been in at a long time. And she just felt like she really needed that support, that community to hold her as she figured out what her life was going to look like in this new chapter. And during our time in my Dream Bigger mastermind, Irma was super vulnerable and shared with us that she had truly outgrown her job. Like she wasn't happy anymore. She wanted to do something different, but she wasn't quite sure what to do. And actually, I'm like starting to remember like the sequence of things. She did manifest a new job that on paper seemed amazing. But then when she actually did the job and she was at the job, she was horrified. She's like, what? This is not the job that I thought it was going to be. My manager sucks. I need to do something else. And so that is actually when I started to ask Irma, have you ever thought about being your own boss, like having your own business, because you had been an executive assistant for a long time, right, Irma? And I could see that there were so many skills that she had where she could translate that into supporting soulful entrepreneurs, and specifically soulful entrepreneurs because Irma is very much in the healing and wellness world. She is constantly investing in herself. Her whole family partakes in that. So it's a big part of what matters to her. And also, as I pointed out in the Dream Bigger Mastermind, that she probably has experienced a lot of moments working with these amazing healers that their business isn't quite set up as a business. And as a client, it can be a little frustrating to figure out how can I work with this person? And so I felt that given Irma's skills, she could really support people like myself and so many other people that she has worked with by bringing in her skills as an assistant. And so that's what got her to join the Soulful Entrepreneur. So let's talk a little bit about what your perspective and how you remember things, Irma, because you didn't think that you were right for this program. You're like, I mean, I don't have a business. I'm not a healer. Like, why should I be part of this? So tell us a little bit about where you were at from your perspective.
Yeah, when you gave me the idea, I'm like, well, I don't have any skills. I felt like, yeah, like I actually said that. I'm like, I don't know what I would want to do with myself, especially creating a opportunity for me to grow just in myself and also financially, because that's important too. And when you mentioned like, what if you become a virtual business manager for soulful entrepreneurs who are trying to just take things off their plate, start supporting them. And I just loved the idea. And the more I thought about it, of all the things I could do, that's like big in my heart and my purpose. And yes, I have 25 years of administrative assistant experience. So I know how it's important to have that help with somebody that could take off things off your hands, and then so you could focus on the other creative aspects of it. So I have my own creativity and then they have their own creativity, so I said yes to the opportunity. And what I was so surprised is the structure you had to create a business plan. That was so important because like my husband has been telling me for years, oh, if you're going to start your own business, you got to have a business plan, because I've had business ideas or hobbies or whatever. But he's always told me like a business plan. And I'm like, I don't know how to do that. But the way you did it was so easy, with the messaging, the purpose, and how to execute. So again, it allowed me to jumpstart that. And it's been great. So rewarding saying yes to that opportunity. I'm so glad you offered me that.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for reflecting that, especially the fact that you felt like, well, what do I have to offer? Like, I've had this job, I've been an employee my whole career. And to transition into being an entrepreneur does feel daunting. And we are so much in our own stories and our present reality that oftentimes it's hard for us to think outside the box. And so that's one of the reasons why I personally am always investing in coaches and mentors and programs, because having an outside perspective really helps us shift energy, brings birth to new ideas, to new opportunities, to new businesses like yourself. And even as you were speaking about translating your skills as an assistant and doing this administrative work for so long into helping clients that are aligned with your values as well, that you believe in your work, that in itself changes everything, right? Like your energy just lit up when you were talking about that. And because of that, once you gain clarity and you recognize, okay, these are the skills that I have, these are the gifts, this is how I want to share them, this is the type of person I want to work with. That clarity is so important. And once you have that, it's so much easier to then start to attract the clients, the customers that you want to be of service for, that you want to support and help. And so Irma is like a huge success story in the Soulful Entrepreneur Mentorship, where right away, I don't even think we had been a month in it, where she had manifested her first paying client. And by the end of our 3 months together, because this container is a shorter container, it's 3 months, it's really intensive, where, as she said, basically every week we're going through a different step on what it is to create sustainable business, basically. So I hold your hand throughout each step so that you are taking care of this stuff. I wanted it as well to be 3 months because we can get so much in our way and be like, oh, I'll do it later. Or we get stuck on something like you were saying, right? That your husband has been encouraging you to do your own thing and to get clear and write down a business plan and all of that. That in itself sounds so overwhelming. And so like, I don't even know where to start. And so then we never do it, right? But when you have the guidance, especially like a program like this, where it breaks it down into very tangible steps, when you're not doing it alone, Irma had a whole community within the Soulful Entrepreneur Mentorship, and we were all sharing ideas and reflections. We were validating each other's like gifts. And so that in itself helps you feel confident, and it helps you continue to take the necessary steps to have the business that you desire, to be profitable. Because that's one of my biggest things as well, is that I want you all to be making more money. And I want you to be making more money doing the things that you love. And Irma is an example of that, where she took her skills and now she's helping soulful entrepreneurs. And then also, she was in such a state of flow and open to receive abundance that during all of this, a plot twist, she also manifested another job, like an employer. And we were like, are you sure? Is this really the direction that you want to go in? But it was a full body yes for her. Like it was aligned. She also wanted to be challenged in a different way. And so here you are doing two things, right? You're an entrepreneur, and then you're still supporting as an employee an organization. Tell us more about that, Irma. How are you balancing both?
Well, the beauty of being able to create your own business, you create your own hours, you're flexible with the work you want to take in, the responsibilities you want to take on, obviously. So it's been a challenge, but it also has been so rewarding being able to, because yes, I did also during the mastermind manifested this dream job to even my direct managers. Like, I can't even tell you, I have to share that with you, that they are amazing people I work with. So that's why it's like, oh my God, this is a great opportunity. And I want to be able to do that. However, I also want to continue to grow my own business because I'm not going to be there forever. Like, I want to be able to continue to create my own opportunities and also dictate where I want to live, how much money I want to make. And creating this business plan has allowed me to do that. And again, it's so rewarding to be able to help, people like you to, create and support, just like creating flyers. Like, I don't know, like, it just be endless the support that people might need. So it's been challenging to obviously balance both, but it's doable. But I'm in control. Like, nobody else is. Nobody else is telling me, oh, you need this.
I love that you're saying that. The fact that starting your own business has given you more flexibility, has obviously brought in even more income. And to your point, like, you're thinking long term, right? You manifested this job, 9 to 5 job, with an employer that respects and values you because you've also been working on your self-worth, because you have been working on your money mindset. And so you were in a place where you were aligned, full body yes to receive that, right? So what a beautiful blessing. Like, you have that stability, you have the benefits, amazing. But at the same time, you're not abandoning that nudge that your soul wants to do. And then also viewing it, as you're saying, for your future. Like, okay, I'm not going to be at this 9 to 5 job forever, but I can continue to do my business forever. And I would love to. And as you said, like, I can be anywhere in the world and still supporting my clients. I get to decide how much money I'm going to make. And you're doing what really lights you up, which is being of service, which is helping other people with their businesses. And like, truly, at this point, I couldn't have my business without my virtual assistant, Cynthia. Like, she is such a backbone of my business. And we need more people like yourself who have very specific skills that I don't have. And I don't have the time, and I don't want to spend my time and energy figuring that out. I did so much of that on my own when I was starting out. But that was also a lesson that I had to learn, where, you know what, I'm being so afraid of paying someone X amount of money because, like, oh my gosh, I can't really afford that. But what people don't understand is when you do invest, whether it's in hiring outside support or investing in your business, as you mentioned, you get a return on your investment, right? I'm making way more money because I have that support than if I couldn't. And so that's a testament of really stepping out and trusting and believing in yourself and investing in your future self. I love that. I'm so happy for you, Irma. You've been such an inspiration, not just for me and those of us that have been in your energy, but you're also an inspiration for your family. Can I share like that right now?
Please share.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, Irma's husband is right now one of my clients as well. He's in the Dream Bigger Mastermind. And it's so freaking amazing for me to be able to mentor and coach couples separately. They're not my only couple. Like, I have other couples, and it's so cool. I just love seeing couples who are committed to their growth, who value investing in themselves, who recognize, like, hey, I want to improve this area in my life. Like, who should I go to get that support? And both of them have done that. And both of them had given me the privilege to hold space for them. So Irma's like courageous endeavors and her investing in herself has given evidence to her husband that this works. For those of you who are like, oh, I don't know, I don't have the support of my partner. Oftentimes, they're like, wait, how much is this program? Like, what are you going to get out of it? But then, like Irma, you get so much value, and not just value, but like you get actual tangible results that they're like, oh, wait a minute. I think there's something to this. Like maybe you should attend that retreat. Maybe you should sign up for that other program. And then now to have him be a client is just freaking amazing. So I just wanted to celebrate you, Irma,
Thank you.
for the impact that you are making in not just yourself, but all of your family members, your community, the ripple effect. You're freaking amazing, courageous. I love you so much. Thank you for being you.
Thank you. No, thank you so much. But again, I couldn't do this without your guidance and help. And again, you've been such a like that fairy godmother and in such a transitional part of my life. And that again, my husband thought I was again crazy. I don't even think I told him how much the mastermind was. I think I just said like, I'm gonna pay for it. And then he saw how much it was. He's like, what? And now he knows because obviously he's in it. So
Yeah.
he saw the results in at the end of September or at the beginning of September or at the end of August. He's like, when you had your retreat, he's like,
Yeah.
they didn't even ask how much it was. He's like, go, like, you're going to get what you know, because I see your growth. I see how inspiring you feel and how motivated you are with everything that you're doing. And again, I was manifesting, I was executing, and I was receiving that. He's like, you deserve this. So, you know, keep doing your thing. Again, he doesn't now question me, and he's now joining the things that he didn't think. Again, he doesn't never had to invest in himself, and now he's like true believer in that. And yes, definitely the investment will just right now with the mentorship program that you provided last year was, I mean, it paid for itself within a couple months of, you know, assisting, working with some clients. So definitely I can say enough how well worth. And definitely if you execute and you tell us to do, if people do what they
Right.
you know tell us to do, then you're going to get results. And I see that with our group that we've been, you know, I follow them on Instagram. I see what they're up to. And I get so excited to see them execute on the stuff that we talked about. So definitely, I believe that it is a great investment and well worth it. It's going to, like you said, like the ripple effects, you know, my friends, my family are asking like, oh, what did you do? Or what are you doing? And they're asking me for advice on businesses they're trying to start. And
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, you know, you need Analivia. I mean, I could give them the,
yes.
I could tell them how I did it, but you need that support. You need to continue. You need your community. You need to be on this. Again, I feel for me, it worked as well as because I was committed to being a part of the calls every week and doing my homework. So that was important. Also, by talking to other people what they're going through or pitching my story, let's say, and then getting that feedback really helped too. So, and the encouragement, right? Because I know that I underestimate myself or undervalue myself, that, you know, hearing somebody's like, no, you're on the right track or you need to go more, it's also been helpful. And
Exactly.
it's still paying off. Like I'm still using some of the stuff that I learned to encourage people.
Yeah, I love it. So, to your point of Irma decided to join this program and she showed up 100%. She was coachable. She did the homework. She did the work. And that's really important, right? And that's why I also am hosting this live, which my intention for the Soulful Entrepreneur Mentorship is to create into a course, like to have modules pre-recorded. So if you want to be live in my energy and actually get my guidance, I really encourage you to sign up for this round, the Soulful Entrepreneur Mentorship, because I don't know if it's going to be back next year in this format. So that's one. But the second thing is that if you're looking to get results quick, this is where joining a group like Soulful Entrepreneur Mentorship is going to help you. Sure, you can try to figure it out alone. I tried to do that in my business for the first 4 years. It took me 4 years before I just made $25,000 for the year. And I don't want you to struggle the way that I struggled for so long. First of all, because I didn't even know that there were coaches or people out there that could help people like myself who like view themselves as a healer or yeah, a healer. I thought all the business coaches were for other type of businesses. And so that's another reason why I created this program, because my intention is to help people who are in the healing arts. And not just that, people who truly want to make a positive impact in the world. That's one of my core values. And I want to support other people who value that as well. And so if you're looking to reach your goals quicker, like Irma did in like the first month of being in the Soulful Entrepreneur mentorship, you got to sign up. Like it's kind of a no-brainer. I changed some things within the program compared to last year to make it even more accessible to folks. So anyways, I really encourage y'all to check it out and not wait, because your brain is going to want you to wait. Your brain is going to tell you, how much money? That's too much. I can't afford it. I'm too busy right now. What is my husband's going to say? I need to wait until the kids are back in school. Like literally your brain is going to tell you every single excuse on why you shouldn't be a part of this program today. But you know what? Those excuses are always going to be there. Those stories, those reasons why you can't. So it's ultimately your decision to decide, am I going to continue to listen to that voice that's keeping me small, that's keeping me broke, that's keeping me frustrated, anxious, like unhappy? Or am I going to lean into the fear and just recognize that that voice is there for a reason? It's trying to keep me safe. My brain is trying to predict like what's going to happen in life. Doing this program, investing in myself, it doesn't know how to predict. It doesn't know what outcomes it's going to come out of it. So it's telling me no. But I hear it. I'm going to thank it because that it's just doing its job. But I'm still going to say yes to me. I'm going to say yes to my dreams. I'm going to say yes to that calling that I have. I'm going to say yes to, I don't know what I have to offer, but there's something within me that says, I want to do something different. I want to have a positive impact in the world. So I'm going to join this program and explore, similar to what Irma did. And we're already have an amazing group of soulful entrepreneurs who are there. Someone similar as Irma, she has joined who doesn't have a business right now. She works in finance, a 9 to 5, and she wants to explore other ideas because she feels kind of stuck right now in her job and she wants to have a bigger impact in the world. And so she decided to say, yay. So excited to have her. And if that is you, we invite you as well. We welcome you because we need people like you, people like Irma who are stepping in and sharing their gifts with other type of clients, not just your employer, not just wherever you are today, but with people who truly lights you up, making the impact that you want to see in the world. So Irma, if someone out there is like, okay, I hear you, like, yeah, I can totally relate to your story, but I don't know, I still don't know. Is there any advice or suggestion that you can give to them on what might make them a yes to joining?
Well, it's funny when you said the yes. Last year, I set an intention at the beginning of the year that I was going to say yes to anything that would come my way that was going to be beneficial. And I was not for myself to be able to give back to family, community, all that. So, because, that's important to me. So that's actually one of the reasons, because when they presented the opportunity, I'm like, I have to say yes, even if it doesn't, my brain said all the things I had just relocated to a new state. I didn't really have a job. I mean, it's, secure job.
Right. You were unemployed at the time. Yeah.
So there was a lot of things on my plate that would have said, no, like this is like wait until this year. I would have waited until this year. But I'm glad I said yes because it paid for itself. The confidence, and not only just financially, but also for like the confidence and the reward, like being able to help other people run successful businesses that are their passion and again doing things for the greater good of our humanity, then I want to be part of that. And that's like, I know that you were able to pull those ideas out of me somehow because, and again, it was you and the group. It was just so amazing. You didn't handpick us. It was just, it becomes a community and a support group. So say yes to yourself. Like just say yes
Yeah.
to the opportunity for yourself. And then that's going to have a ripple effect and it's going to pay off. It's one of the things that I do not regret doing. I spend money on other things. I mean, that you get a buyer's remorse. Obviously, you buy it and sometimes you could return it or something. This is something that I'm like, no. And I would do it again. And I'd probably do it again, because it's also important to continue to grow or have like, hey, like I need to restructure my business or maybe I
Yeah.
pivot a different way. So I know that it would be very beneficial for me to go back into the course and say, okay, well, here I am. I need to do something different. I know that you probably helped me. So definitely, I don't think anybody will regret saying yes to themselves.
Thank you so much, Irma. That is so helpful. And I'm sure that it really resonated with some of the folks listening today. I appreciate you so much. I love you so much. I
I
love your
love you
family so
too. No, I love you
much.
too. Thank you. No, I can't thank you enough. All your love and support and the way you do it. And again, and like seeing the way the stuff that's coming up with my husband and how he's also part of this on his own is amazing. And I can't thank you enough. And again, I love you and I believe in you because you're so good at what you do. And I couldn't even, like, I don't know how I would live without you. Survive.
Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. And
Thank you.
I truly do, whenever someone decides to work with me, I give it my all.
Yes.
Like, y'all don't even know, but I'm thinking about my clients 24/7, basically. I come across a material, I come up across, I don't know, like Instagram posts, and I'll send it to them like, hey, this made me think of you. Check it out. Maybe you can use it as inspiration. Like, that's the type of coach mentor that I am, where you're going to get 1,000% of me because I truly want to see you succeed. This is not like quick cash for me. This is so much love and effort because my goal is to help you like truly create the life that you desire. And a part of that is what we do for a living because we spend so much of our time and energy doing that. So if we're going to spend a lot of hours working, might as well do something that we love, something that lights us up, something that's making a positive impact in the world. So I celebrate you. I thank all of you for listening today. Irma is completely booked out. She's not taking any clients, so we're not going to do that call to action. But give her some love on Instagram. We'll drop her handle in the show notes and really encourage you to sign up for the Soulful Entrepreneur Mentorship. I would love to be your guide for the next 3 months. We're starting real soon, so don't wait and reach out if you have any questions. Happy to hop on a call as well. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for listening. We'll be back real soon and have an amazing day.
Bye.